All right, guys, check this out. Marcus from the UK sent me my first ever British MRE. We're going to get after this in just a second, but I just want to say real quick, I've got great subscribers. You guys are wonderful. But Marcus sent this package, a box, and it was a big box. It has MREs in it, it has memorabilia, books, I mean, all kinds of stuff in it. Thank you so much, Marcus. But just briefly, Marcus was in Airborne. He was retired military. He is retired military. And he was in the Airborne unit. And the Pegasus, which is the Greek god that is responsible for bringing thunder and lightning to Earth, among other things, that's their insignia. So he sent me this cover. But on the side of the cover, you'll see we've got a, we've got a British flag, United States flag, and a flag of Holland. And on this side, flag of Holland, Canada, and Poland. And on the back, it has Operation Market Garden. If you're not familiar with the history of this, it was the largest parachute drop in world history. And the Allies put parachuters behind the German lines on their right flank, hoping to outflank the Germans and then be able to secure the bridges across the Rhine River and make a straight path into Berlin and take over Nazi Germany. Unfortunately, it didn't go as planned. I think the Allies underestimated the strength of Germany at those points. There were tens of thousands of Allied soldiers who were killed, wounded, and taken as prisoners. In fact, one of the British regiment, parachute regiment, their last radio transmission was "Out of ammo, God save the King." So it was brutal fighting. You can read more about that. It's quite interesting. So, but in honor of Marcus sending me his unit's cover, commemorating one of the great battles it was involved in, I'm gonna wear this hat, wear this cover for the opening of the MRE. So let's get after our first British MRE. Alrighty, this is going to be fun. It's all going to be in English, so I'll be able to understand what I'm opening here or looking at. We have our accessory pack. We'll open that here in a minute. It's in a waterproof bag there, resealable bag. That's cool. Biscuits, cookies and cream flavored bar. Ooh, fortified energy powder drink. 2 of those. Let's see here. They're both strawberry, so we can mix up one and see what that looks like. And we have, is this our heater? I'll bet you this is the heater. Yep, that's going to be our heater. Be fun to see how a UK heater works out. We have our main meal, sausage casserole. It's pork. That'll be fun. Heck cool. Yeah.
Never opened one of those before.
No, that's right. And what do we have here? A little, it's in all different languages, mixed fruit snack. Feels like, I can't tell. We'll have to see what that looks like. And that is it. All right, well, let's get our meal heated up first. Again, like the US MREs, there's a line there and there's not much water required. So we'll get the water in there. Just the right amount. They always say do not overfill. So that's that. That's just right. We'll fold it over, put her at a 45-degree angle. All right. Check out the old accessory pack. Reusable bag for later. What do we have? Alcohol-free bacterial wipes. And this is a new MRE, so everything will be good. You got classic tissue, both toilet paper and napkins, I'm sure. Mint gum. I can feel the tablets. Feels like gum. We'll see about that. A spork. That is a stout spork. Do you hear that? I gotta.
Whoa.
Check that out.
Woo.
Ooh. Yeah, that's going to be nice and warm. What do we have here? Ooh, instant coffee. That'll be fun to try some British coffee. 3-in-1 tea.
3-in-1 tea.
And another alcohol-free wipe. So, all right, let's get our biscuits open. I want to see what these look like. I'm thinking with what we have here, the biscuits we can use for our main dish, in our main dish. Let's see what they look like. All right, so it's kind of a hardtack cracker, looks like. Smells good, smells Smells like a wheat thin. We have our fortified powder drink. This is a strawberry drink. Nice easy rip seal there. We will pour that off into our clear jar. It doesn't look strawberry that way. Let's see how much water I'm supposed to add. Of course, this will probably all be in kilograms, but we'll figure it out. The nice thing is we have two of those things of powder. Oh, there is some color in there. I'll add about that much to start. Give it a little stir and let it set. And if we need more, we've got a second packet. Take a look at our cookies and cream bar. Oh, that's interesting. Huh.
Wow.
Smells like it's got chocolate in it for sure. That's kind of cool.
I can smell it from here. It's quite strong flavor.
We have our fruit snack. This is going to be interesting because I'm wondering if it's like real fruit or is it like a puree? Oh, I would say it's like a baby food puree. Let's take a look here. There you go. Nothing particular to look at. Looks like applesauce kind of. We'll try a little bit here in a bit. Interesting, I don't have anything to put on my crackers, which, you know me, I'd like some cheese or peanut butter, something like that, but I don't see anything that way. So our instant tea, I'm so used to instant iced tea, right? But this is actually instant tea with sugar and whitener, i.e. creamer, what we'd call creamer, and it's meant for hot water. So I've got a hot water here. We are going to try some instant hot water tea, complete with sugar and milk. Very interesting.
Never heard of that, actually.
No, I haven't either. That's very cool.
Powder all of them together.
It works. You know, the British love their tea. Watch all our old movies, and you know that.
Seemed to dissolve easily.
It did. Give it a little help. Ooh, that looks nice. Very cool. Very cool.
That's great. Like instant cup of tea.
Yes, indeed. Okay, now for our coffee. This instant coffee also has cream and sugar in it. So we'll drop that in.
It's like the most British thing ever.
No kidding. Has
cream and sugar already built in.
Already built in. Very cool. We'll get that a good stir there. There we go. So while we're waiting for the main menu to heat up, I wanted to I've got a couple more pictures from Beirut I wanted to share with you guys. The day that we, while I was there, the U.S. Embassy got blown up, and this was in, I believe, April of 1983. And to my knowledge, that was the first act of terrorism on U.S. soil. And I say U.S. soil because wherever there's an embassy, you know, in another country, where that embassy is sitting is considered that country's soil. So on the way to the embassy, we went by a couple different other installations, and this particular one, I took pictures of the back of the building and the front of the building, and you can see military guys were living there. And in this second one, you see that they're waving at us as we went by. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the tricolored flag of Italy. And we ended up getting over to the embassy, and these are actually my pictures that I took from the Jeep. And it was a bad scene. It really was. And this was a couple days afterwards. Obviously, they'd gotten a lot of things cleaned up, but there's a picture here before, and then here are the pictures I have of afterward. The whole front face of the embassy was pretty much blown to smithereens. The guy drove a truck loaded with explosives up in front of the embassy and touched it off, and the Marine on duty at the front door there was killed instantly. We didn't know, but it was a taste of things to come, because in October of 1983, over 240 Marines lost their lives when the Beirut Hilton, a former building called the Beirut Hilton, where I was actually stationed when I was in Beirut for a time, that was blown up by another bomb, a truck loaded with explosives. So anyway, just a few pictures there, a little more sobering than the others, but just a reminder of what it takes to maintain freedom around the world, really. So let's see about our main dish here. This is, I mean, you can see the this is hot. I mean hot to the touch. I'm gonna get some of these little napkins slash toilet papers out. These are kind of cool, by the way. This is the classic resealable, so you can, keep them with you and use them for, like I say, napkins, for a handkerchief, or for toilet paper, whatever you need. Oh boy, that opens real easily. That's kind of nice. That hasn't been the case in a lot of the US MREs. So here we have pork, sausage going down here. Looks good. We know it's going to be good because it's within the parameters of the fact that it says it's best before December of 2023, and so we're well in advance of that. That must be our sausage. Well, sorry about that. I was reading the label when anyway, well, we'll get that off onto the tray and give it a whirl. Well, before we dig in here, let's say a quick prayer. Lord God in heaven, again, thank you so much for this food. Thank you for Marcus who sent it to me. I just ask that you would bless it to my body now and to the nourishment of my soul. In Christ's name, amen.
Amen.
This is going to be good. So we'll start. I'm going to let that cool a bit because it is really hot. Let's try our fruit first. This is actually apple, mango, and banana. It looks really good. Boy, that is good. That's sweet. It's fruity. And of course, the way it's meant to be eaten, take the cap off and just squeeze it up and suck it out like through a straw. That is really tasty. That is really good stuff. Wow. Whew, that's real sweet, I'll tell you that. And I was going to say, let's have a little coffee to cut it, but our coffee has creamer and sugar in it already. But let's try a little coffee here. See how that tastes. That's good. It's cream and sugar coffee. I like the coffee. It's not bitter at all. It's a real smooth coffee. Yeah, I think you'd like that. You might want a little more sugar. One interesting thing about this MRE, there's no sugar or salt, which, I mean, so far it's been fine. It's fun to try the coffee like that. Let's try a little tea here. Again, same thing. It had the creamer and sugar in there to begin with. Oh, that's good. That's really smooth. It would make sense that the British would have a good tea because they are so well known for bringing tea to the West. Oh, that's good. You got to try that too, Ace. That's in our USS El Paso cup, of course, commemorating the time I spent on the USS El Paso. I actually got that in the ship store before I left. And Asa got me this one from the USS Iwo Jima for when I served time on the Iwo Jima when I was in Beirut.
That tea is really good.
That tea isn't it? It's mild, it's sweet enough, but not too sweet. Let's have a little dessert next. That is just an interesting looking bar, isn't it? It's real interesting. It's like it was made in a pan or whatever, real flat, and then when this is coated with the chocolate or whatever that is on the top and bottom, and when they cut it, it exposes the Rice Krispies on the sides, would be my guess, when the machine cut it or whatever. Smells good. There's a lot of rice smell, and then whatever the glaze is on it. I'm not sure of the flavor. It's not very flavorful at all, which is fine. It's better than having a flavor I don't like. It's just kind of like a Rice Krispie bar with just a hint of, I don't even know if it's chocolate. It might be like carob or something like that. It's just it's not unpleasant. It's not terribly sweet. It's just kind of a crunchy bar that would go really good with some sweet tea. Would you care for a bite?
Sure.
There you go, sir. Tell me what you think.
I don't care for it too much. It's like, is that chocolate, like you said, or is that something else?
It's just a real light, something light. This is interesting. The wipes are quite large. I've already started to wipe my hands, but they're nice and big. Of course, they're new, so they have enough stuff in them. They have no smell to them, but they're good. They clean up real nice, and then when it dries, it's real dry, a real clean feeling. Cleanse the palate. Let's try one of our biscuits just by itself. Again, they remind me of Wheat Thins. Crunchy. Wheat Thins with just the tiniest hint of graham cracker. That's really interesting. It's good. It's like a good combo of salty and sweet. That's a good cracker. That's a real good cracker.
Mm-hmm.
See how it pairs with our strawberry drink. Ooh, that is really, you got to try some of that. We added just the right amount of water to that. That is outstanding.
That is really good. Wow. It doesn't look like much because you just can see through it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's actually really good.
That is good. Okay. Wow. This is going kind of fast. Move on to our main meal here. This again looks really good. I like the looks of those sausages. They're you can see the inside. It's just kind of pulverized meat, good, and just what you'd expect with pork, I think. Pork sausage. Get a little bit of gravy, a little bit of tater, pork, and let's get a carrot on there as well. I see the carrot. There we go. All right. Bon appetit. Oh, there's a green, some kind of green pepper or something there too. Okay. It's salted right. You know me, I like salt. Could use a little more salt, but I think that's what the crackers could be used for. That is a good sausage. That's a good sausage. It's great gravy. That's the key, having them with the biscuits. This is a good meal. Wow.
The biscuits were made for the sausage.
Mm-hmm. For the whole stew thing. It's like when I was a kid, we used to take a Dinty Moore stew camping, the cans. This is like a real high quality Dinty Moore stew. Wow, this is a treat. First British ration. The whole thing was thumbs up, top drawer. Ace,
Thank you.
there you go. I'm going to cleanse the palate a minute.
I'm going to drink the rest of that if you don't want it. Make the other drink.
Make the other one. There we go. Bon appetit. That's good gum.
Real strong.
It is. It's like
very strong.
Real strong peppermint? Wintergreen.
Wintergreen.
Yeah. Yeah, boy. That is a good soft, strong gum. Well, Marcus, once again, thank you so much for everything. We've got more to explore. We'll talk about that later on another video. Guys, let's get after the next one. Well, guys, I kind of messed up. Got the video done. Ace took his camera equipment, got onto his next thing. I finished the meal. I'm getting things cleaned up. Look what I forgot. I didn't see it when I opened the package. So we do have plum jam to go with the crackers. Fortunately, I had a couple crackers left. We are going to try it right now. So let's see what we think about some plum jam. I don't think if I've ever had plum jam, it had to have been in an MRE, because I don't ever recall having that.
So they did give us something with the crackers.
They did give you something sweet, which is funny because we had real sweet with the fruit that was pulsified up, like the baby food kind of stuff. But this is really good. Like I said, I don't think I've ever had plum jam. Highly recommend it. So anyway, bad on me for saying British MREs could have used a little more sweet. They had it all along.